What do I think about mental illness and therapy, and in the context comparing it to like the ancient world and history? And are there more people who are mentally imbalanced now than there were in the past? And it's anecdotal evidence based on my deep readings of history. So I can't say for sure that I have a definitive answer. But my readings of the ancient world was that there was much less of this experience that we call mental illness. Of course, there was a lot of suffering. There was great amounts of inequalities. And if you were a slave in ancient Egypt, that was not a great life at all by any means. But the sense of being incorporated in a culture and being a part of a society, being a part of a group, and not having such a strong individualistic spirit as we have now, for better or for worse, you were really grounded in the day-to-day events of life. If you had like a quirky personality, or if there was something a little bit strange about who you were, you had all of these outlets for expressing it, particularly in religions. The ancient Greeks kind of celebrated a form of madness, the form of madness of being possessed by the gods. Poets and artists were considered insane. There was a concept of holy madness, right? And in many indigenous cultures, people who had visions, who nowadays we would lock up, were actually seen as seers and prophets and shamans. So there was not so much this idea that there were people out there who were really badly adjusted. And I think a lot of what we see today, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, is cultural. What creates a lot of mental illness is a cultural phenomenon where our culture isn't really giving us things that satisfy us in any deep way. We have to struggle so hard to get by, to make a living. We are all working so hard night and day because it's such a competitive, insecure environment that it can make anybody insane, that it can make anybody go off the rails. It's hard to maintain a mental balance when we don't have time for kind of just relaxing and figuring out who we are and just sort of enjoying some simple things in life.